in Grand Couva heading to La Vega estate. So here we are at La Vega estate in Grand Couva, and Mr. Manhin has so graciously allowed us to sample his produce. So we're just gonna taste, because there are two varieties of carambola, the sweet and the tart. We're just gonna taste and maybe collect a few of each one to see what we can experiment with at the kitchen. And for those of you who've never seen a 5-finger field before, this is what it looks like. Before we head off to find Mr. Manhin, who can tell us more about his estate and what he knows about 5-finger, here's why we should pay more attention to this fruit. Now, carambola contains small amounts of potassium, phosphorus, zinc and iron, which of course are essential to the cells in our bodies, but a significant health benefit comes from its fiber content. Not only is it great for when you're a little backed up, but it can help to lower cholesterol levels in the blood by reducing the amount of bad cholesterol that is absorbed in the gut. We met up with sort of an expert on all things who goes by the name 8 Pennies, and we learned about some very special compounds that are found in 5-finger. Quercetin, epicatechin, polyphenols, and gallic acid. These together provide inflammatory, carcinogenic, and mutagenic defense. Carambola is also a great source of vitamins A, Bs, and especially Cs, up to about 51% per 100 grams, which is great for things like keeping your skin youthful and vibrant and glowing looking. 5-fingers can be helpful for conditions like diabetes, cancer, and microbial infections. It may help guard against osteoporosis and cardiovascular diseases, and even against neurodegenerative diseases.
Collecting fruit was one of my hobbies. Oh, it still is my hobby. We collect a lot of exotic tropical fruit, and we planted out about 200 trees. And out of those, we only got 3 of them worthwhile propagating that was sweet enough.
Right.
So we started grafting those. And then I planted a lot more. We had a farm in Arima, and we planted a lot of those, and we started supplying high-low at that time. So that's how you see street carambola here now.
You basically single-handedly brought that sweet variety of carambola to Trinidad, so everyone would have gotten that.
Yes, yeah, I'd say because before that, I mean, even as a boy, we knew the very acid ones. And in those days, we just called it 5-finger. 5-finger. So, I mean, by collecting, this is how we try to select fruit. Going out to all of these, I thought, you know, having selected what we thought would have passed the test, because we bought a lot of fruit in Taiwan, more than 40 or 50 pounds of fruit, and tasted each one. And if it was acceptable, we kept the seed. But even out of those, well, you know, we found, well, this is not even 2%. Three plants out of 200
yeah.
that we found were worthwhile.
It's a lot more work than you realize that goes into
Well,
it.
developing something takes a lot of patience and time.
So we're finally back, and it's been a really long day, but we've picked up some goodies on our way back from La Vega, and we're gonna go straight into the drink prep. We've already juiced some of the carambola, and I've actually dehydrated and colored some of it. So we're gonna start off with the drinks. Now let's start things off with a mocktail that is as refreshing as it is good for you. The Macintosh is a sensible drink. It's a blend of fresh carambola juice, a brew of lemongrass with a hint of bay leaf and rosemary, and some fresh cane juice. Also a splash of bitters. So the blue Flounder is an ode to Little Mermaid, because that's what it reminds me of. And you have Malibu, blue curacao, vodka, and of course our fresh carambola juice. Now this is the fun part. And I call this one 40 to 5 because it was like 4:20 a.m. when I came up with these names, if you catch my drift. And this drink consists of, you have your white rum, coconut ice cream, of course your carambola juice, and every piece of sour candy I could find, the most ridiculous pieces of candy. You have like this, I don't even know what this is, but let's start building this drink. And in case you're wondering how this is gonna taste, think pina colada, but with that a nice carambola flavor. And at this point, it's all about the garnish, and you can be as extra as you want, add as many things as you want or as little. You can sprinkle it with nerds or rainbow candy, sour candy. You can even put, I forgot what these things are called, but you can stick one in there. For now, I'm gonna leave it like this. I hope you've had fun watching the making of these drinks, and perhaps even learned a little something early on in the episode. I just want to say special thanks to Bert and Tristan Manning for showing us around the Vega estate, and also to 8 Pennies for all of his insights on the carambola fruit. Lisa Marie, thank you so much for the glitter, which was just the perfect finishing touch for this drink. And be sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and subscribe if you have not yet done so that you don't miss out on the next one. Until next time.